hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, how is that volume? Is the volume loud enough? Good. Can you hear me? You can hear me okay? Volume-wise? Okay. I'm going to say these words. I want you to repeat them back to me. I'm going to start with just your right ear. Okay?
Noisy.
Search.
Throat.
Ditch.
Fish.
Talk. On your right ear, you were 28%, and on your left ear, you were 24%.
It's what?
On the left ear, you came in at 24%.
Okay.
No matter how loud I made the test, I could have put it at 11. You were still going to miss 70 to 80% of the words that I said.
Okay.
That is not good.
Yeah, I see that. So what? What can we do about it? How do I get it back?
Well, you have to understand something here. Whether or not this is related to your exposure to noise or it's an autoimmune issue doesn't really matter.
I understand I got a problem. I'm asking you what I can do about it.
Well, what you can do about it first is to eliminate all exposure to loud noises. And then we can run some tests and we can determine exactly what is going on with your ears. And if we do, then we can have our other conversations.
You can have what?
Well, there are implants that bypass the cochlea.
You said implants?
Yes.
Those work?
People with severe hearing loss or complete deafness, yes, they help.
Well, then let's do that.
Well, it's not that simple. It's a very involved process, and it's quite costly.
How much is it?
Well, they can run between $40,000 and $80,000, depending, and they are not covered by insurance.
Hospitals today will give you paperwork that says, okay, here's an option, cochlear implant. Here's another option. That really, they don't go into depth, talk about the benefits of American Sign Language, all the different options that are available that you can provide to your child, whether you can even explore them or even Google them. And there is still a great deal of pressure that people should explore the option of cochlear implants because that's better than signing, that you shouldn't sign. And I would say to these people, who are you to decide for us and how to define ourselves as people who are deaf?
I know the camera's cool, huh? Especially the camera. All right. Good boy.
Hey, buddy.
Here's one. Can you hear? Yeah, you started talking already.
I think we need to have a discussion among educational professionals who only see deaf people as black and white. Bring in deaf people, bring in the viewpoints to those who have newly born children who are deaf. People ask me, so Marley, would you have a cochlear implant? And I would say, no. That brings the question, when you mentioned and talked about at the beginning of the program, who is eligible for it? It's not for everyone. And it doesn't work for everyone. And in my case, my deaf world, it's all visual. So that's why we choose to sign, because sign language is visual. For those who might have a progressive hearing loss, who chose a cochlear implant, I think that's fine, because you have a background of being hearing, as opposed to those who have never heard, who then I mean, I would say to people, I'm not opposed to cochlear implants because who am I to decide for those individuals? It's not up to me. If it works for them, great. If it doesn't, well, that's why I'm a huge advocate for American Sign Language for children, because we depend on our eyes, not our ears. And as we said, sign language involves culture. The deaf community, the capital D, involves culture, education. Anyway.
Okay, define the modern deaf culture. What does that mean?
Modern deaf culture means there's a language there. It's about our art. It's about our education. It's about our community. Sign language is not international, by the way. So every single sign language community you can think of has its own culture, has its own language. So it doesn't mean that all deaf people can understand each other all over the world. Deaf culture is extremely strong, and I'm very proud to be a member of it. And it's very precious. And that's why we are always having to fight against those who try to control our lives, who try to tell us what is best for us, because they don't know. They're not deaf.
I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. I will go where you lead, always there.
To the deed.
The deed.
Surgery.
Ruben, as you know, everybody here shares in the belief that being deaf is not a handicap, not something to fix. It's pretty important around here. All these kids, all of us, need to be reminded of it every day. And my house is a house built on that belief and built on trust. There are too many others to consider. And so, in your current state, at this time, I'm gonna have to ask you to pack up your bags today and find another place to be, Ruben.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let 'em know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love.